I'm ruining childhoods today, and I'm ruining my own. We're checking out some dark Disney secrets that they tried to hide from us. I'm sad. I feel like this is really going to do emotional damage. If you haven't seen that video, you just won't get whatever the hell I just said.
On this program, Mickey and I will introduce you to some of Disneyland's newest and most exciting attractions, the fabulous Pirates of the Caribbean.
Almost everyone has heard of the Pirates of the Caribbean ride at Disney World. But did you know that it was actually built before the movies came out? The ride's construction began in 1967 and was being overseen by Walt Disney himself. But the ride's creation was riddled in sinister details. While building the original set, the crew was struggling to create skeletons that looked real enough, so they decided to use actual human remains. And it's rumored that the human bones used are still on the ride today. This ride would also be one of the last projects Walt Disney would ever oversee, because he would die before it was finished, leaving some of the crew to believe the ride was cursed. Be sure to follow for more of the dark side of TikTok.
We're off to a strong start. That is not what I was expecting. Right? Honestly, just the old Disney's a little bit creepy and eerie. Like the woman with the Mickey, I don't know. I was getting weird vibes. Then when she said Pirates of the Caribbean, I'm like, how is this possible? Like that just came out. Anyways, no. That's interesting. And is this legal? Like, can you just throw human bones in like a child amusement park? Yeah, I don't like it. I don't like it. Underneath, a secret tunnel can be found. Real human skeletons were used as ride props. People would spread their loved ones' ashes in the water. Whoa, this is a lot of information all at once. They are hitting us with a triple whammy. We knew the bones. There's some kind of secret tunnel, which I'm intrigued by and I need more. Maybe you got engaged at Disney, and maybe your loved one passed, so you're like, I'm gonna spread their ashes here. But at the same time, there's just something like sinister about that. No? Yeah. Yeah. I don't mix Disney with death. Just, it's like complete opposite. Disney's supposed to be the happiest place on earth. I've been once, and it was happy.
What is the deal with the secret underground tunnels at Disney?
Yes.
In Magic Kingdom, there are secret underground tunnels that are completely hidden from public eye and public access. Most people don't realize as you're walking into the park, you're essentially on top of an underground city. Walt Disney did this by design. He wanted to have cast members transported seamlessly across the park, totally outside the public view. The initial project of Magic Kingdom was projected at $4 million. The tunnels were about 5. 8 million tons of earth was required to be excavated, and now today there are 9 acres of underground tunnels under the park. This is also where cast members go about public business, such as banking, dining, transportation, locker rooms, and more. Like and follow for more videos like these.
I mean, is that scary? I mean, is it scary? I feel like it's just like a secret because I didn't know this. I straight up just thought they walked around the park to get from place to place, and is like that's the point, is that they're just walking around the park and the kids get to see all their favorite characters. Like having a huge underground like workplace, that's just kind of mind-blowing to me. I just thought their break room was in one of those castles or something. I don't know. I don't know. I guess I never even thought of that.
Captain Hook is only going after Peter Pan because he's trying to stop him from kidnapping any more kids. But everybody else sees it as him being the bad guy because Captain Hook never goes after the kids. Yeah. Always Peter Pan. What the fuck? Yeah! What the fuck? Yeah!
When he realizes, that's actually interesting because this TikTok has placed music over top. It's kind of hard to hear the guy because he's in the back seat. But basically, if you missed it, his theory is, which is very interesting, that Captain Hook is actually going after Peter Pan to stop Peter Pan from kidnapping all the children, because Captain Hook doesn't go after all the other kids. He strictly just goes after Peter Pan. So what if it was to actually save the children and Peter Pan is technically the kidnapper and the weirdo? I have seen things about people being like, Peter Pan's weird, he just kidnaps children and convinces them to like go with him. Which does seem creepy when you say it like that.
There is a secret side of Disney World the company doesn't want you to see. If you look at a map of the park, there's a little green spot in the middle of Bay Lake. Now, there's no description of what it is, and it's completely off limits to everyone, including employees. Around 20 years ago, this mysterious island was actually another Disney park called Discovery Island. You'd take a boat from shore, arrive at the island, and basically look at exotic birds. Fast forward to 1999, Animal Kingdom opens, and it's basically a bigger and easier to get to version of Discovery Island. This sparked the very quick decline of the island. Today, it's abandoned and in ruins, completely overrun by nature. It's also heavily guarded. If you're anywhere near Bay Lake, you can be assured that you're being watched. It makes you wonder if there's more to this island than Disney is letting on.
Wow! I am just mind blown right now. All that footage of the abandoned island and stuff, and the news clip that people were on a manhunt because they were trying to sneak on the island. Like, I am shook right now. I didn't know that this island was ever a thing. It is questionable why it's so like you can't go on there. Like, I get it's abandoned, but at the same time it's like, I don't know. Like, wouldn't you tear it? I don't know. I don't know. I don't know. It could be so many things. Maybe like, what if there's like a body on there? I watch too much true crime. I watch too much true crime to be watching this. I'm going to think the absolute worst.
It is 11 p.m. and it's really dark outside, so you know what time it is. It's time for Dark Disney Theories. Number 1, Carl Fredricksen was dead the entire movie. It's stated that after the death of Ellie, Carl Fredricksen was so sad that he fell ill and actually passed away, and all the events in the movie Up are just taking place in the afterlife. Russell represents a fallen Boy Scout angel who's trying to guide Mr. Fredricksen and get his quote-unquote wings badge. And Charles Muntz represents a devil trying to take down Mr. Fredricksen to the underworld with his hellhounds. Disney Theory number 2, Elsa and Anna's parents are also the parents of Tarzan's. We learned in Frozen that Elsa and Anna's parents actually died in a horrible shipwreck in the waters during a storm, but what if they actually survived? The director Chris Buck, who directed Frozen and Tarzan, stated that the mom of Elsa and Anna was actually pregnant during the shipwreck, but they made it through alive just to end up at an island. They had their kid Tarzan, and instead of dying on a shipwreck, they died at the unfortunate paws of a jaguar. Yup, pretty freaking mind-blowing.
My life is a lie. My entire existence is a lie. What is my purpose anymore? I cannot believe that. Either of those. I feel like the Up one, even if that was the premise, yeah, it's a little dark, but still like a beautiful story, right? Kind of. I really watched too much true crime to try and normalize something like this. But anyways, the whole Tarzan and Elsa's parents thing, like, mind blown. And I do think that the writers and everyone involved in Disney, they do plot pieces in certain movies, and there's hidden 100%. 100%. Burp. Oh, he's a baby. That's it. Okay, show me. How old were you when you found out that Scar became Hercules' head? Hercules's? I've never said that plural. Hercules's headpiece in the Disney movies. Did I know this? Did I know this? I feel like I might have heard this theory before, but if you actually look at the headpiece, it has the scar on the eye, so that would legitimately not just be like a lion's head. That is Scar. Wow. Wow, he deserves it.
Someone has clearly been editing Lilo and Stitch, because this is the version of Lilo and Stitch I have where she clearly hides in a dryer. She is not in a cabinet with a pizza box on it. So I think someone's done some clever editing.
Whoa! I didn't even know they would do that. They would go back into original Disney movies and start editing things out. Why would they do that? Oh, is it because Disney Plus was like, this is like dangerous because there's a child hiding in a dryer and that would appear dangerous? So Disney Plus is like, oh, we can't have that. We could have it back in the day, but not now. Not now. I don't know. I feel like there's worse in Disney movies. That's interesting though. I would like to follow like a whole channel that does these comparisons of Disney Plus versus the original. That'd be interesting. I bet there's channels out there and that'd be a cool video for me to do. Just saying. Maybe I'm only interested in it, but hey. In the original story, she has an even tougher time of it, shorn of her hair and cast out into the wilderness when the witch holding her captive learns that a prince has been visiting her nightly. When the prince visits again, the witch tricks him into climbing the tower using Rapunzel's cut off hair, only to push him from the tower. Wow, really? I've never actually heard the original story of Rapunzel, probably for a reason. Why would a parent show me that? Okay then, let's move on to whatever you're gonna show me next. Oh, it goes. He is blinded in the fall and wanders the wilderness until he is reunited with Rapunzel and the twins she's given birth to, guided back to her by her beautiful singing voice. The tears of happiness that Rapunzel cries restore the prince's sight, and they all live happily ever after. That's very mature for like a children's movie and a children's plot. I don't know about that. The Lion King, ooh. It is said that the writers were inspired by Shakespeare's Hamlet, in which the Prince Hamlet sets out to seek revenge on his uncle Claudius after Claudius murders his father in order to seize the throne, not unlike the plight of our favorite lion cub, Simba. I mean, it kind of makes sense, the comparison there. Pinocchio, the story originally published as a serial with Pinocchio accidentally killing a talking cricket, falling asleep on a stove and burning his feet off. Whoa. And being hung by a rather evil talking cat and fox duo, while poor Geppetto lives on a ship inside the terrible dogfish for 2 whole years before being rescued by his wooden son. What? Oh my God. That is so gruesome. That is a true crime documentary. Why? Is that it for this video? Because this is a little dark. This was a lot. I need to speak with a therapist after this. Oh my God, is this Pinocchio?
The real story of Pinocchio. Originally created as a children's series in Italy, the true story of Pinocchio is a little darker than the Disney adaptation that we've grown up to know and love. In the original story, a carpenter named Master Antonio finds a block of wood that he plans to carve into a leg for his table. Well, as he's carving it, the block of wood begins to talk, and scared by this, he gives the wood to his neighbor Geppetto. Before Pinocchio is even done being carved, he's already causing trouble. He kicks Geppetto in the face, and as soon as he's done being carved, he makes his way into town. The local townspeople see Pinocchio and think that he's been abused, so they imprison Geppetto. When he makes his way back home, he encounters Jiminy Cricket. He throws a hammer at him, more accurately than he intends to, and proceeds to kill him. Pinocchio is robbed by a cat and a fox, and similar to the Disney adaptation, he would eventually become a real boy, but prior to this, he would be hung and left for dead.
Okay, so that was a more detailed version of what happened in Pinocchio. Oh my gosh, I'm never going to look at these movies ever the same ever again. I'm gonna look at the movies again, because how could we not? But I'm just gonna have all my favorite memories play out with like a skewed perspective. Maybe I regret making this video. Let me know what you guys think. Honestly, did you like this content? I'm torn. I'm not gonna lie. I'm a little torn on how I feel right now. But let me know. Leave a like if you enjoyed it. Let me know in the comments. I can do more like this. Subscribe so you don't miss out. I'll see you guys in another one. Bye.